Y'all, I heard somebody out there is I heard somebody got stirred, did the stir. That's good. Congratulations. Now you know. Now you finally waking up. You waking up when you do stuff like that. That's how you know you waking up. It is a key to waking up. And that's one of them. Congratulations. I'm tired, y'all. I feel better though. It was like when I released all that extra, all that stuff they got going on in the outside world. Cause it ain't none of that got nothing to do with me. I ain't got nothing to do with all that. I'm over here with God, chilling with God. So I wasn't finna stress myself out about it. But yeah, congratulations, y'all. hmm This was a man. I'm glad it's about over. But you know, I'm thankful for it though, cause it was a beautiful moment. But man, it's amazing to see. We all should have learned something out of this. Just take care of your family, stay out of people's homes, bro. I bet everybody like, man, when this over, I ain't even gonna worry about nobody else. That's how I got through the street, bro. I realized, I heard a young lady say the other day, everybody got a wire. Everybody got a wire on. I heard a young lady say, everybody got a wire. Don't cut that ABA on, shout. I heard a young lady say, everybody got a wire. And my ancestors actually said this one. They call it a satellite molecule. I said something then. They said a satellite molecule. Well, now we know satellite, camera, all of it come from the astro. Everything come from the astro. That's when I realized that. I realized insects, fly, everything that see you, watch you. That's God. I said, man, this is all programmed. These ain't nothing programmed. That's why I tell people, when your boss ain't looking, still give 100%. But anyway, like I said, I bet everybody be like, man, when this over, bro, I ain't do that. When I was in the street, people used to tell me stuff, because you know the street and everybody geeked up, high, whatever. And they gonna talk. You can't just check everybody. Hey man, fight for days. So I just learned to hit the yeah button on them, and whatever they saying, I just don't even remember. I don't even know what they're talking about. I already don't remember names anyway. So I just made sure I programmed myself not to remember whatever the hell they talking about. Such, go this, such. Oh yeah, okay. Whoa, wow. Sometimes it be so extravagant that it get your attention, but it's still not your business. And then later on, you find out it was all fabricated anyway. It came from some sort of a truth, but it wasn't all true. And then you be like, oh. And it ain't none of your business. It ain't nobody else's business. That's like this little rub thing, this little test thing for women that was trying to come. I heard it was up to 100 women that were trying to get the man. 50 to 100 women. And they tortured them to death. Y'all wrong for that. But the women knew better for laying up with them though. But it sounded like a lawsuit to me though. But it was almost like, the one female trying to talk to me through the astro. And it was almost like rape, bro. It was almost like they were forcing it to them girls. You can't do that. You can't do that. Y'all can't do that. I can't wait till all this over, because I can already see y'all calling me. Y'all ain't gonna get no more women. And you old. I was just saying that too. That's why I was saying what I said earlier. I was seeing these group organizations. And I seen how old men, no offense to OG, but I seen how old men was the only one that was in real time, like around here. I seen how old men, after they do all these after they do all these this black magic, these bottles and stuff. Like I said, I don't think the bottles were meant to be that bad. I think somebody just used it for bad. But after they do all that, it's like only people who get to sleep with the women and the men that's worth sleeping with is the organization that's a part of this mess. And then they just turn them out and turn them into, the energy is off. The energy is demonic. And then you sleeping with these demons. It's automatic. They devil deals. When you get in the bed with somebody like that DNA that you sharing with that person, that's automatic demonic DNA. You better off just traveling the world, going to see, and you run into somebody out and about or something. But you in a if you know you are in a bottle or going through a bottle trying to find a lover in a bottle, you better not sleep with nobody until you get to that lover. But that right there ain't nothing but DNA, demon DNA. Cause it's almost like the bottle trap good people, which is pretty easy for you. If that's the case, it's pretty easy for you to find a good lover. But will you just get to that level? If you're gonna sleep with everybody on your way to that level, you're gonna be possessed like a demon by the time. I know. Cause when they get to me, they be so possessed, I gotta keep my guard up. They'll get up at 2, 3 in the morning and try to stab me or something. They demon possessed. My energy will turn up. My energy, they can't control themselves. My energy bring their darkness out. And you know, and with the situation, with my situation there, they energy, y'all got excuse me, fly. My windows were broken out. And now, you know, the insects finally getting up out of here. I ain't even know, well, I just found out a couple days ago. I've been telling Pop about it. I'm trapped in a situation where I can't fix him. I've been telling him for weeks to fix him. So all that time, bugs were just coming in the house. This shit is a nightmare, y'all. I'm just glad it's almost over. You know what's sad about it? I had to wait for a lot of people to die out. Like, they wouldn't let up, man. That's why it took 40 years. A lot of people wouldn't. It was so humiliating and embarrassing. Who would own up to something like that? People had to die out, and it's getting down to the last group of people to die out. None of them fess up. Yeah, they're like, you're going to be dying, go straight to hell for this. Man, I'd have cleaned my slate before I got out of there. It's real over there. Everybody thinks just because they can't see it. And I just don't see how people can think like that. What they think, we made Earth? It's like, okay, man made Earth. Man made himself and made the Earth. Man made himself, made Earth, made himself. Man, get out of here, bro. Or monkeys. Monkeys made the stars and the Earth. Ooh, gaga. However they be talking. And they said, I'm going to make a human better than myself. Bro, y'all need to chill, bro. And then it's scientists. It's scientists on this, dog. Professional scientists that we spend trillions of dollars in all the time. Monkey made the stars and the moon and the sun. Man evolved from monkeys. How is that possible? Man evolved from monkeys? Evolution. Man came after the monkeys. That would mean monkeys created this. You trying to say monkeys? Go on, atheists. I'm gonna bring you atheists out. I know you believe in the Big Bang, but you believe in monkeys more. Monkeys, you got the stars, the moon. So you saying the monkeys? Yeah, you saying the monkeys made the stars, the moon, and the sun. The man's the evolution of monkeys. So you saying that before man was made, the stars, the moon, and the sun were made. You saying monkeys? They are smarter than us now. But you saying monkeys made stars, moon, and sun. I ain't saying they supposed to be smart enough. They smarter than us. We just stupid. We just do stupid stuff to keep us stupid. Because you trap creativity. So that, of course that will be an energy curse, right? So that would of course the monkey will be smarter than all of us. It's energy. We agreed on it. Yes, yes. Trap creativity kills, slaughter creativity. Yes, there's money in the barn, plenty of money in the barn. Yes, slaughter creativity, trap creativity, kill creativity because they're going to destroy the world. No, we already done destroyed the world just for thinking like that. Marcus created the stars, the moon, and the sun and made it alternate. And the monkeys got tired of being monkeys, and after the monkeys got tired of being monkeys, humans evolved, evolution. Even though they know the truth, just to even put that out there, if I was a scientist, I'd have went on strike. Ain't no way I'd put that on my title. Ain't no way I'd put that on my title. My God. They told me to quit talking about it. I'm just joking, y'all. Take that with a grain of salt. I'm just playing. I'm just joking. Monkeys. They don't like me talking about monkeys, though. I mean, I'm related to them. I got a monkey. Inside my blood, my DNA. I love my monkey. I love monkeys. I love monkeys. I love monkeys. I love animals in general, though. But that's what y'all was saying, though. They created stars and moon. We evolved after they got tired of being monkeys. My God. I don't even want to know the science of it. It might mess me up. But anyway, congratulations to y'all out there that's doing the stir. Now you waking up. And when enough of us wake up, we can clean social media because it need to be cleaned up bad. All the false hope, all the lie, all that got to go. It's the same thing with missionaries, same thing with churches, same thing with religion. Man, all the fault. I was telling my pop about 2 or 3 years ago because he liked to listen to church stuff. And they like to send letters out. You gonna get blessed. For you, my grandma and them used to listen to that stuff too. You finna get a blessing come. Me personally, I know blessings come all the time. Somebody just got out. They used to get out on them. They swapped your energy out and they give you a blessing. But to see to it that something like that stays true, I would automatically pick a person a year to bless. All the churches should come together and bless a person, or at least a person a year, because ain't nobody, I know people go and never get none of that. I mean, I ain't saying they don't, I don't know, but my family never looked at it. I ain't never seen nobody do nothing like that. And if they did, and it ain't the church fault or nothing like that. And you know what? They probably was getting a blessing. If they were part of this scam, if my family was part of this scam that got something to do with me, that's why they didn't get the blessing. They got the blessing, but they hid the blessing. And they used the blessing for the wrong thing. So I can't say that. There's so much stuff over hidden from me, y'all. I can't even go forward until I get out of this situation. Be real with you. It's just one big mess. I wouldn't been involved in it. I didn't even know nothing like that. I'm glad though to find out things like that were going on because man, there's a lot of good people got hurt. Like there's a lot of good people. Like AVA, they got an AVA taking all my stuff, and I told God, please make it where I ain't gotta repeat a lot of that stuff because of that thing. Please, God, because some of that information needs to get out and to help the people, man. Y'all need to put these machines up for a while, man. But you ain't utilizing them right. You're not doing it right. You just making stuff to hurt people more and more. Make stuff to help people work. Like, man. Like, if somebody don't want to do their job, they can let their machine do it and still get paid for it. Don't just take a machine and replace it. That should be illegal. There need to be a law against that. And you shouldn't copy nobody's voice. They need to get rid of that. They need to pause all that No offense or nothing, but they need to pause all that. That's dangerous. All that need to be paused. It's like you keep creating. We already having fraudulent crime issues online. We having the worst issues with people income online. We having the worst people with people identity getting stolen online. We don't need no more robot systems. We don't need no more apps and um, on ideas on how to steal somebody's identity. We don't need no more of that. That stuff need to be locked down. The little we do got need to be locked down. It need to be locked down. Cause they had so many gadgets hooked up to my stuff, y'all, I ain't have a breathing chance. Satan ain't nothing without all his gadgets, though. I realize that Satan used a lot of gadgets on me. You ain't nothing without all them gadgets, though. I mean, you probably, I wouldn't know. You use it too much, though. All it is a mimics copy of the Astro, though. Think about it, y'all. Satellite molecule. Ain't that something? I asked God whether certain vessels that got it, unique vessels that got it, old ancient historian vessels that got it, or do everybody got it? But I ain't in the house. That's how God catch y'all, though. It's one of the ways when you're trying to hide so much. I think only God and Jesus got a key to certain vaults. And when they open it up, they see how you stealing it. Because Satan, sometimes Satan be like, I ain't got nothing to do with it. And sometimes that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And Satan just whisper it to you. You do it all on your own, you know. You keep sinning, you're doing that on your own. So it's basically like somebody probably sold their soul lifetimes ago or whatever. And it rolled all the way over to this lifetime. And now it's time to break the generational curses, of course. And, I just want to fix stuff. I see so many people out there, bro. I tell y'all, bro. There's so many people employed by these people. They probably, the people that's employing y'all probably don't even want to do it no more. But there's so many people employed. It's like, what do we do then? Shouldn't have started it, for one. It's like plastic, getting rid of plastic. You got all, that's why they were creating, that's why they were baby making, bro. If people would have seen a long time ago how detrimental, how jobs and stuff like that was, how we really was truly in need for jobs. I heard somebody say, we can make as many people we want, the planet keep growing, but jobs don't. We can't create enough jobs fast enough as quick as y'all making these kids. So quit talking crazy. Get off the drugs and stop drinking. I heard somebody say that about 4 or 5 years ago. The planet keep growing. Well, what you ain't even. Some of y'all gotta have Jordan and nails be about this long. You can't dig no garden. You ain't trying to get in no garden and dig your own food. So you gotta get a job. And we ain't creating enough jobs for the way y'all multiplying. So somebody just said, okay, well, we got 8.2 billion people. Yeah, okay, 8.2 billion cameras. It was a great idea, though. It's just like GMO. We can't produce enough food as fast as people keep populating. Well, let's make fake food. Ain't no nutrients in it, but it's food, though. You know, that it keep them from eating each other. I don't know. But I would have just let y'all. I would have just, if I was the White House and the government when this came up, It was vitally important for the whole world to know this information. Instead of putting Band-Aids on it and keeping it going so everybody can get a Gucci and Louis Vuitton purse and all that, I would have not dissed the brands and nothing. I'm just trying to make a point here. I would have just told the public, told the people, listen, we got food drought, we got food droughtage, and we got job. The jobs. I would have told you the jobs. We ain't got enough jobs for all the kids y'all making. I just told the public that. And then everybody would have came together and figured out something, and that would have put a halt on all the baby making. And what would have happened was, once people realized they can't have, because a lot of people don't like user protection. Once they realize they can't have sex like they want to, they're going to go find a lover. That way they can have sex the way they want to. And bada bing, bada boom, that would have dropped population. That would have halted population just alone, just the truth. The truth will set you free. The truth is always better than a lie. But it's like y'all started getting paid off telling lies, making a career off telling lies, making businesses off telling lies. That's a genius move though. Be like, oh man, these people need jobs, 8.2 billion people, okay. Well, let's give them 8.2, it's 8.2 billion people, 8.2 billion people got home, 8.2 billion cameras. And let everybody watch somebody's camera and watch the cameras in their house. And we need you to watch such house. We need you to watch address such house, 41 Street. Oh, and we're gonna pay you $50,000 a year, whatever. It might be $100,000 a year. It gotta be a lot for so many people to be employed in it. And we're gonna need you to watch certain cameras. We need you to watch SSR, T1 camera on the side wall. We need you to watch TOIL camera and T6 bathroom. And you know, we're gonna pay you good. And that's 8.2 billion jobs.